Nothing is as sacred as one's own home, a sanctuary where comfort and privacy should reign supreme. But alas, for some, this sanctuary has been breached. We turn our attention to the recent intrusion into the lives of Harry and Meghan, a couple who, despite their wish for a simpler life away from the spotlight, continue to find themselves under the relentless scrutiny of the media. Just recently, a reporter from the Daily Mail allegedly ventured to Montecito in an audacious attempt to capture images of the couple's home. This act, if true, not only breaches the couple's privacy, but also raises serious concerns about their safety. One has to wonder, where does one draw the line between public interest and an invasion of privacy? Harry and Meghan, like any other individuals, have the right to enjoy the sanctity of their home without the looming fear of prying eyes. Yet it seems that the relentless pursuit of a story, the insatiable hunger for a scoop, has clouded the judgment of some in the media industry, leading to actions that arguably overstep the bounds of acceptable journalistic practice. This incident, though deeply unsettling, is not an isolated case. It is symptomatic of a broader issue, one that extends beyond the realm of celebrity culture and touches on the fundamental human right to privacy. The implications of such actions are far-reaching, potentially endangering the safety and well-being of the individuals involved. If a couple of Harry and Meghan's stature, who have taken significant steps to distance themselves from the public eye, can be subjected to this level of intrusion, what does it say about the state of our privacy as ordinary citizens? It's a thought-provoking question that warrants our attention. In an age where every click, every like, every share is tracked and analysed, the preservation of our privacy has become more critical than ever. Imagine the chilling effect of knowing your safe haven is under constant surveillance. It's a reality that Harry, Meghan, and many others face daily, a grim reminder of the cost of fame in our increasingly interconnected world. The beach, a place of leisure and relaxation, turned into a stage for privacy invasion. Imagine this: a day out with your family, the sun shining bright, the waves of the ocean gently lapping at your feet, and the innocent laughter of your child as they learn to surf. A picture-perfect moment, isn't it? But for Harry and Meghan, this moment of bliss was tarnished by the unwanted presence of tabloid photographers, turning their private family outing into a public spectacle. The Montecito beach, known for its tranquility, became a hunting ground for paparazzi that day. As the couple enjoyed their day out, teaching young Archie the joys of surfing, they were unknowingly being followed and their every move captured. These intimate moments, meant to be memories for a family album, were instead splashed across tabloids, robbing them of their personal joy. This relentless pursuit of private moments raises questions not just about the ethics of journalism, but also about the psychological impact on those at the receiving end. The constant surveillance, the inability to let your guard down, even during supposed moments of relaxation, can take a toll on one's mental well-being. The scrutiny levelled at Harry and Meghan is not just an invasion of their privacy, but an assault on their peace of mind. Moreover, when a child is involved, the situation becomes even more grievous. Young Archie, oblivious to the world's curiosity and the media's relentless pursuit, deserves to grow up away from the prying eyes of the world. These are his moments of childhood, of innocent play and learning. They are not meant to be fodder for headlines, but memories to be cherished and remembered fondly. In a world where everyone is under the microscope, where every action is dissected and judged, it's essential to remember that celebrities are people too. They deserve their moments of privacy, their quiet days at the beach, their family time away from the limelight. Family moments should be cherished, not exploited for headlines. When privacy becomes a luxury, legal action becomes a necessity. This couldn't be truer for Harry and Meghan, who have been under relentless scrutiny from the tabloids. But what can they do to safeguard their privacy? What legal recourse do they have? Laws around the world recognise the right to privacy as a fundamental human right. In the United States, where Harry and Meghan now reside, there are several legal avenues they could explore to protect their privacy. For instance, they could file a lawsuit for invasion of privacy, a tort that encompasses 4 types of invasions: intrusion into solitude, public disclosure of private facts, false light, and appropriation. Intrusion into solitude is perhaps the most relevant in this scenario. This involves intruding into someone's private affairs in a way that would be highly offensive to a reasonable person. If a tabloid is trespassing on their property or using long-range lenses to capture photos inside their home, it could be considered an intrusion into solitude. Public disclosure of private facts could be another route. This involves the dissemination of truthful, private information that is not of public concern and would offend a reasonable person if made public. However, this could be a tricky path to navigate, as the courts would have to balance the right to privacy with the freedom of speech. False light could be invoked if the tabloids are publishing information about Harry and Meghan that is misleading or portrays them in a false light. Finally, there's appropriation, which involves using someone's name or likeness for personal gain without their consent. If the tabloids are using Harry and Meghan's images to boost their sales, this could be a potential avenue for legal action. Regardless of the route they choose, it's clear that Harry and Meghan have the law on their side. They have the right to live their lives free from unwarranted intrusion, and they should not hesitate to use the law to protect that right. After all, in a world where privacy is increasingly under siege, the law is a critical shield. Safety, a fundamental right, now in question. Let's delve into the safety concerns that arise from such constant media attention and intrusion. It's not just about the lack of privacy, it's about the potential risks to personal security and well-being. Imagine living under the relentless gaze of the media, with every move scrutinized, every moment documented. It's like living in a fishbowl, with no room to breathe, to be human. But it's more than just a mere inconvenience or an invasion of privacy. It can be downright dangerous. When the press is constantly on your heels, when they're lurking around your home, your private spaces, it creates a significant security risk. It's no secret that there are individuals out there who harbour ill intentions. The constant media presence and the wealth of information they disseminate can provide these unsavoury elements with vital clues about routines, whereabouts and vulnerabilities. Consider the beach incident. What should have been a private family outing turned into a media spectacle. That kind of exposure not only robs them of their privacy, but also puts their safety at risk. The beach, a public space, suddenly becomes a potential hotbed of danger, a place where they are exposed and vulnerable. Moreover, there's the emotional toll. The constant surveillance, the relentless intrusion, can lead to significant stress and anxiety. It's a psychological burden that no one should have to bear. And let's not forget, these are real people we're talking about, with real emotions, real fears and real lives. And then there's the question of their child's safety. Every parent's paramount concern is the well-being of their child. How can they ensure that when every moment is under the spotlight, every outing a potential media circus? Safety is not a privilege, it's a right, and it's high time we respect that. In the end, it's not just about privacy, it's about safety, about the right to live without fear, without the constant threat of intrusion and exposure. It's about respecting boundaries, understanding that public figures are also human beings, with the same fundamental rights as the rest of us. In the pursuit of news, have we lost our sense of respect and decency? This question looms large as we reflect on the instances we've discussed today. The relentless pursuit of tabloid photographers, the intrusion into Harry and Meghan's private home, the beach incident while Archie was learning to surf. These instances all paint a disheartening picture of the lengths to which some entities will go to capture a moment, to snatch a glimpse into the lives of public figures. In our quest for the latest scoop, for the most tantalizing tidbit, we must ask ourselves, at what cost? The cost, it seems, is the erosion of privacy, the disregard for boundaries, and the devaluing of respect. It seems that we live in a world where the right to privacy is often overshadowed by the hunger for news. This is not just about Harry and Meghan or any other public figure. It's about the kind of society we are shaping. It's about the values we are endorsing. Public figures, like everyone else, have a right to privacy. They have a right to feel safe in their homes, to enjoy a day at the beach without the prying eyes of the paparazzi. The line between public interest and personal intrusion has blurred, and it's high time we reassess and redefine it. Legal recourse is one way to enforce boundaries, but beyond the law, there's a need for societal change, a shift in the way we view our public figures, from objects of relentless scrutiny to individuals deserving of respect and privacy. In this era of relentless media scrutiny, it's crucial to remember that everyone, regardless of their status, deserves respect and privacy. Thank you for joining this discussion. As we continue to navigate this digital age, let us strive to uphold the values of respect and privacy for everyone. Until next time, dear viewers.